Okay, now we proceed to the second part, see, of making how to make origami centaur. See, here's again the upper half, and it came out well. See, there's his face, there's his arms and his shoulders. See, here I have the origami diamond. This is to make the back half. We'll first finish this front half first. See, okay. I made the hair earlier. This is easy for me to cut and make the hair before I record. It's just easy for me to do that, believe me. See, I made this as like a paper wig to fit his head. So I'm going to see it flattens out like that, and it's cutting the paper to make a wig there. See, these are the sideburns, and this is the hair piece that glues on top. See, so this is red paper for red hair. So I'm going to glue that on with Elmer's glue. I think it'd be a good idea for me to use the Q-tip swab again. Push it, come on, Elmer's glue. That's it, that's it. Okay, see, there's a tip. See, and I just move the, see, little dabs. See, there and there, maybe a little bit on the sides of the head there a bit. You don't have to pinch it in place. See, I just put glue. Maybe put a little more. See, I put this. I have to pinch it and hold it in place a little bit. I've done this kind of thing before with the origami harpy. Now this one, the folds I'm following, this is following Duy Nguyen's steps in his book on making origami centaur. So unlike the harpy, I'm not making any change folds here, although I add my own little touches. But I am doing all this folding, by the way, without having the book here, so I am doing these folding from memory. And yet I do have an origami centaur nearby that I can occasionally glance at just to make sure that the folds are coming out properly, because I see the finished end result. But I'm just saying, I'm doing these folding steps without looking at the book. I did look at the book earlier, but that was, I mean, before that was, I was not looking at the book, you know, while doing this video. That was, you know, early in the day that I glanced at the book just to remind me. But in other words, all this folding that I am doing from my memory, from studying the book. So when I'm doing this in the video, I'm not looking at the book while I'm doing it. I appreciate that. There, see? See how nice and neat? I did this careful cutting of the paper and fitting it in place before recording the second part, so I could glue it on right away and thus save time. See? See how that's... See, look at the difference there. Look at the difference that makes. See, that looks good. See, he's really coming along there. Now I think I'll just fold in just the little tips of the feet, because centaurs do not have sharp points for feet, they have hoofs. So I just tuck this in. It's just a little bit. It's just to make the tips so they're not totally sharp points. You know? I think that makes it a little more stable too in terms of standing. If the bottoms of the feet are not sharp points anyway. So see, I'm just tucking in the points. I'm just tucking them inside of the fold. It's just to make it so that they're not sharp points. And again, you make sure that the legs are the same length on both sides. See? See that? See? Just makes it a little neater, I think, and also, see? Okay, there you go, see? So now you see the ears stick up out of the hair on the top, see? And he's got a little red mustache. And if you pull these outward a bit, you pull the shoulders out a little bit, that gives him muscular shoulders. That's Duy Nguyen came up with all of that. I think it's pretty clever. So I added little touches of my own, drawing on the eyes and the mouth, and I made up the hair. But this one is following the folds more of his books more closely. You know, the other ones that I put on YouTube, I purposely changed the folds to turn the animal from one creature into another, like turning an origami Medusa into an origami harpy. But he does show you in one of his books, not the Uber Origami book, but another one, Fantasy Creatures, how to make an origami centaur. So that's a different book from the from the Uber Origami book. You won't find this one in the Uber Origami. You find another book called Mythical Creature. Duy Nguyen's, it's a book that has mythical creatures in it with Duy Nguyen's name on the book. You could also get that at Barnes & Noble. Okay. So just looking at how it's coming along. Okay. I think that's pretty good, the demonstration model. Okay, now we can get to the second half, and the second part is always easier than the first part. To me it is anyway. Okay, so pull this flap down. See now, right here. See, here's the origami dominant. The first thing to do is pull this flap down, so at this point, you see this paper point right here. See that? It's important to see that paper point, and this flap is down. Now I will take my scissors, okay, and with it like this, with it looking like this, I will take my scissors and I will cut like one slit diagonal here, another slit diagonal here, like that. See, we're getting there now. It's not much more. So. See again, the idea is to make the cuts the same way on both sides. See, just like that. See, like I did, just like that. Then I fold over. So I'm going to fold this over on this side. Doing the same thing with the other piece, the other flaps. So the idea is when I finish doing it, it looks like this. See? See what I did? This flap goes over here. Both of these flaps, so both of these like that, you can make the slits there and you fold inward, see? And this paper point is here. Okay? So all of this is going to be on the inside of the body. I'm going to flip it over, see? So see, I have this on, this is going to be on the inside of the body. So now I take these paper points and I fold up. See? I took this up and I fold it at a diagonal so that it looks like this. And I do the very same thing with the other part on the other side. I do the very same thing. So again, ideas, you might have, both sides are identical. See? So, say this part's going to be in the inside, folded inside, and this is on the outside. See? This is on the outside. Now I fold over. So I'm doing a valley fold, and I'm folding these two parts here on the inside. See? So I'm folding it over so that those folded flaps, those cut flaps, are on the inside, hidden underneath. See? And see, if I take it like this and turn it like this, see how this is suggesting now legs, and this wide part here is going to be the tail, and this part here is the back half of the stomach area of the horse here. See how that looks? So it's like that. See? Fold it over. See both sides, it looks like that. Now, to shape the back legs, see, I'm making this fold here like this, and I'm taking this part here and I'm folding it like this just to get the fold creases in right. I'll do the same thing on this side too. It's just to put the folds in the right place. See, so I'm folding it, the flaps, sides, just to make those folds. This is preparing to make the inside reverse folds. See, it almost looks like a bird's open beak here. The tail in here could almost be like an open mouth of a bird. See, so it looks like that. See? Now I'm going to take that same fold and turn it into an inside reverse fold. See? See what I'm doing? See, I'm taking this and I'm putting that in there. That's an inside reverse fold. Right there. See? And do the same thing with the other side. Again, the idea is to do the same thing on both sides. And you want the legs to be even. You want the legs to come out the same length. There, see? See, that's inside reverse folds. See, I folded this part inside and this part inside. Inside reverse folds. Now I'm going to do the same kind of thing again, but pulling the points downward. Again, neatness counts. See, I put the inside reverse fold and this point, see, I pull that inwards like that and it lines up. See how that's looking like the back leg of a horse now? It's looking like a hind back leg of a four-legged animal. So I do the same thing with this leg here. I do the same thing like I did with this leg. There. There, see? See, it's getting there. It's getting there. See, it's getting there. See how they're both shaped? You know, it's getting there. It's getting to look more and more. See, again, I want to be neat, so I'm tightening it up here because I want it to all come out evenly. And then you have to push and pull a little bit to get things to be just right. But see? See? Yeah, there. See? It's like on that side and that on that side. See? So inside reverse fold inward and then another one to pull it downwards. See, like that. Now here's, I think this is a pretty neat, I think this is pretty clever with a Duy Nguyen. Now you do an inside reverse fold and you push this Actually, no, this is not inside reverse fold, this is outside reverse fold. But the idea is that you see, you're folding that point upwards. So these flaps of paper come on the outside, so that should be an outside reverse fold. See what I did? Look, see? Now I think it's pretty neat how this will make a really good ponytail. See that? See, you can see it happening already. Now I could fold this downwards just to make the crease. That makes it easier. So you take that and fold it down. See, it looks like that on that side. See, we're almost there, almost done. It's getting there now. See, now I've done that. Now you do an outside reverse fold using those same creases. See, the crease, making the crease like that really makes it a little easier. See, now I'm putting it back in. See? And look at that. See that? See how we're getting there now? It's getting there more and more. Look at that. There. See? Let's get to get, and then you fold this point up. Just see? You fold this up, and that's going to be an outside reverse fold. So now you take this, we're almost there, almost done. Look at that. Look at that. See, isn't that nice? See? See? That's a perfect ponytail. Look at that. See that? You fold this part inwards. Fold this part inwards. So that's folding up, that's doing a mount. This is going on the inside. This is going hidden inwards. See, like that. Actually, might as well fold it down, fold it a little more. Yeah, like that. See, because see this here is going to be inserted right there. Look at that. You see how that's worked? See, isn't that clever? Duy Nguyen thought of all of that. See, isn't that clever? Isn't that neat? Right there, you can see it. You can see it right there. See? I know there are those of you out there with the origami who feel it's not pure to glue two halves of pieces of paper together. But you see, if it was all one color, you wouldn't see that the front half of the centaur is a different color from the back half. See? So when you glue origami diamonds together, the advantage is you can have more than one color. And I like being able to have the different colors. See, you got this color and you got this color. See how that looks more like a centaur than if it was all the same color? You got a fleshy pink half here for the front, and you got this paper here for the back. See? You wouldn't get that effect if they were all the same color, you see? Now I'll tuck in the slight points like I did with the front legs, just so that he doesn't have sharp points for feet. He has the tips are folded in a little bit. It just makes them more, to me, like a horse's hoof, simply because they're not sharp points. See? There you are. See? So now it's just a matter of gluing these two parts together. Look at that. Now you got to admit that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. So it may not be pure origami to those of you out there that feel all origami has to be from one sheet of paper and that you do absolutely no cutting. But I mean, it takes forever to demonstrate an ancient origami dragon. So I think you can appreciate something that you don't have to do quite so much folding. You know? But see, with this you get different colored papers, and I think it encourages you to experiment more. Okay, now I put the glue on. I just slip it in. See? And you make sure that it lines up. You hold it together like that. See? Like that. And then what I also do is I also put a little glue in the inside of the thigh, because that keeps the thighs, it keeps the back legs from sliding out, you see. Again, I'm not against a little glue here and there with origami. Look, see? You see the difference? You see that? You see that? Maybe a little glue here too, in the back end of the tail. See, I put it in the anal area. It's just to keep, it's just, I put those dabs of glue there just because it makes the figure, I feel, stand up more upright, you know? It keeps the legs from sliding out. I've done that with some of the other figures, you know? See? See when I do that, see how he automatically stands up straighter? See? See, I study the folds in his book, and then I have to, you know, demonstrate this and record this on video. The other ones I did, I purposely changed the folds. I think that's where I deserve a lot of credit, because I changed the folds of his brontosaurus to make a four-legged winged dragon. I changed the folds of the origami medusa to make an origami harpy, which the origami harpies I feel are very good. And you can see my animated versions of them if you look at my animations. You can see my animation versions of the same characters as hand-drawn characters, hand-drawn freehand cartoons. The winged sandals, the Colosseum, the Balder's Egg, magic arrows. You can see them on my channel page on YouTube and elsewhere on YouTube. You know? If you click the mouse on the words "My Videos" at the top of the page, or it says all videos, then you'll see, you know, various videos listed there that can include the animated ones. But there, look at that. See that? You see that? And now I'll just have some little additional fun. I like to draw some spots on the centaur's body. I'm using this red marker here. I'm drawing a large, oops. This is one of the problems, unfortunately, with markers, is that they start to run dry. I got a red marker earlier, just hold it a moment. It's just adding the final details. That's one negative about markers, they start to dry out. I had gotten some other markers earlier. Maybe right there, here's a new marker. See, again, this may not be considered pure either. Be drawing on origami figures. How dare I draw on origami paper? Well, it's my origami, so I do what I want. You don't have to make it. If you want to do the highly intricate origami dragons, go ahead, you know, but you know, those take a lot longer to demonstrate. And it's enough to demonstrate these. But I think, again, I deserve credit for being able to change Duy Nguyen's folds to make origami that's different. This one is following the folds closely, even though I don't have the book with me while I'm doing this. But I do add some of my own little touches. But the harpies and the ogres and the Bartholomew bird and the four-legged winged dragon, those I all changed his folds to come up with my own creatures. He has a two-legged winged dragon, but not a four-legged winged dragon, see? I feel the origami ogre and the origami Bartholomew bird I did are very good. You can find them on my channel page on YouTube and elsewhere. Just, you know, see how to make origami Bartholomew bird, how to make origami ogre. I feel I did both of those very well. The harpy I demonstrated almost as well. It's like anything else, you know, it takes practice. It takes practice at getting good folding them, and it takes practice to get good at demonstrating them. I've gotten better at the demonstrating part. but that takes time. Okay, see, I put red spots on both sides, on both this side and this side. I think it's pretty good. I'll just draw a little hairline here to suggest the underbelly. See? You can open it up a little bit and pull this out. And there you are. See right there. And here's an Origami Centaur I was occasionally glancing at just to make sure that the folds, you know, I just occasionally glance at him. See, here's a yellow one. And you can also see the variety. See, you've got this different colored paper. So you've got this paper in the back, brown like paper in the back, and you've got the red. This Centaur has red back half and yellow front. This one's a fleshy pink color, fleshy pink, and you've got the brown with red spots. So just to show the contrast. See, maybe I'll bring over another one. Let me just do that. I think I'll bring it over here. I'll leave these two here. Bring over a third one. It's just to show the variety that you have. Yeah, okay, that looks good. Yeah. Okay. Okay, there, see? You gotta bring in another one. So you take this one out, this yellow one out, take this one. Here's a red one. See? Again, he's got red paper in the front for the front half and brown paper in the back for the back half. See? See? There you go there. This one's a stiffer paper, but just to show the variety. You see the variety that you can have with the different colored papers. You see. See. See again from the yellow one. See. See. So there you are. So I think that's a pretty good demonstration. So I hope you enjoyed that. And you can look up Duy Nguyen's centaurs in his book. It's Mythical Creatures, with his name on the book, Duy Nguyen, and you can get it at Barnes & Noble. Seems like more bookstores are starting to go out of business. Barnes & Noble's hanging in there. Okay, see. And I'll end this video on this note. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you very much, and subscribe, rate, rate, subscribe, and comment, etc. But like I said, if I didn't use different papers and glue them together, you wouldn't have these color combinations. So that's one of the things to keep in mind before you say, well, it's not pure origami, because it's not all one sheet of paper. One origami has to be only one sheet of paper with folding and no cutting and no gluing. Well, you're going to be like that. You might as well say that sculpture can only be sculpture if you only use your hands on the clay and you never use any cutting tools or carving tools. Hey, that can't be sculpture if you chisel out a stone. You gotta only use your fingers and nothing else. I mean, come on, that's silly. It's art, let's face it. You do what you want. And if I enjoy gluing two origami diamonds together and gluing on hair pieces and drawing on it, I'm going to do it. So if you don't feel that that's pure origami, well, go to somebody else's. But it's just there, and again, you get ideas, you know. There's various different kind of things you can do. So that's what I've been doing, is experimenting with this stuff. See? So you have different colored, like I said, red, yellow, pink flesh tone, different colored hair. And again, you can play with the folds or turn the back half of an origami centaur into the hind bird legs for a harpy, turn the Medusa top half into a bird harpy half to make your own origami harpy. Change the folds of a brontosaurus to make your own origami dragon. Anyway, okay, I'm going to end it there. So that's it. Thank you.